Well, this is it. This is our final game in charge of Oldham Athletic, and it happens to be another Champions League final against Dortmund. We win this, and we've celebrated an absolutely incredible treble, and we've also won the Champions League 3 times in a row. We're a pretty good club. Hi everybody here, welcome back. This is episode 101 of Oldham to Ohm, and yes, it is the final episode. It has been a wild ride, all the way up from that first season in the National League where we got into the playoffs and then fantastically, amazingly won them to get promoted to League 2. And then the rise right up until the Premier League has been incredible. If you've been all this way and you've not yet subscribed, if you could, that would be amazing. Try to get to 400. I think I'm recording, about 3 short, I think. So 3 or 4 short. So maybe I'm already at 400. And if I am, fantastic. 500 is the goal. If not, you could be that 1 or 2 people to make the difference. Don't forget to like on it as well. I know if you've just turned up for this last episode, just go back and watch all other 100 episodes before you get into this one, because I can tell you they are absolutely good. Just the one game since we saw you last, and it was actually our first loss since that game against Man City on the 17th of December. We played a very, very rotated team against Tottenham Hotspur. You can see here, very rotated. And we were just a bit flat, and they were better, and we didn't even have a shot on target. But that doesn't really matter because we'd already won the league. Tottenham had finished second by 2 points. And we've already won the FA Cup as well. Obviously, we beat, who did we beat in the final? I can't remember who we beat in the final. It's been so long. Newcastle. We beat Newcastle 3-2 in extra time. That's it. How could I forget? Runner-up in the Super Cup as well. One thing as well, we never won the Carabao Cup. Disappointing, but anyway, let's get into this Champions League final. I haven't even picked a team yet. Right, I'm going to go pick a team. Right, look at that, seamless editing. We are back, the team is picked. It's pretty much as you assume, maybe the one change. Yunus in goal, Musa at right back, Rashad, Guerrero, Ali, Lafiti, Signoni, Albert's on the left. He's not quite fit, but, last game of the season. Don't want to hold nothing back yet now. We've got some unfit players here as well. Sonny Musa as well. I've just noted Guerrero and Signoni. Adrian's on the right and Bruce Ball up front. Everyone gets a spot on the bench apart from Ulysses, who's still 10 days away. Benny Couto makes the bench with 4 days away. Mark Beresford is absolutely shot as well, as is Ortega and Krisic, because I think it was that game against Tottenham. And that was only a week ago. Why are these players so tired? I don't know. Why is Guerrero so tired? He didn't even play. That's so weird. I don't know. Anyway, let's go and play the game. I'm not even at the game. That's why they're so tired. Well, this final episode is, right, another bit of seamless editing, and I'll see you at the game. Right, some more seamless editing, and we're here on the game day, which means everybody is super duper fit. The only downside is that, where is it? Upamecano. His career is over. He's retiring at the end of the season, and he's gone and torn his calf muscle, 3 to 4 months, so he is done. He will not get a chance to win the Champions League. Has he ever won the Champions League? That would be... it doesn't look like... This would have been his chance to win a Champions League, and he's not going to get to do it. Oh my God, would you believe it? Would you believe it? Anyway, let's get into the game. Come on. Oh, this is it. 3rd Champions League in a row. I'm confident. We had a team meeting. I got the request for the team meeting, and I said, actually, I'm just going to pretend it doesn't exist. Here's the Dortmund team. A couple of players we recognise in here. Caprilli, Romero. That is it. Don't recognise anyone else. I'm sure there's some other actual. Mikel Arteta is the manager of Dortmund at the moment. We actually, when you get the news article that says about the percentages, I think it was 34 for a draw, 33, maybe it was less than 34 for a draw, 33 for a win for us, 38 for a win for Dortmund. So Dortmund are seeming to be the favourites, which is bizarre. Romero playing in that shadow striker role. There's Caprilli as well, the Italian former Leeds goalkeeper. And there it is. Good stuff. Excellent. Let's get into it. We'll put the latest scores up here. It's just us. We're going to shout some encouragement for the boys. We should probably actually play this on an extended highlights since it's the only game of the episode, and it is Dortmund with the ball foist, but Lafiti going back to Eunice finds nobody, and this is Dortmund have us on a lot of pressure. Glove, maybe it's Glove. Bruce Ball there can't get his head to the ball. Lee finds McEwen, who knocks it on to Adrian. Adrian now in the team for Galvez, who hasn't been in the best of form the last couple of games. Lafiti, he usually can have a pop here. He doesn't need to. He finds Bruce Ball, and it's Oldham 1, Dortmund 0 after 10 minutes. Get in. Come on, Alexander Bruce Ball keeps scoring goals. He doesn't stop. He finished runner-up in the, Golden Boot race in the Premier League. Eunice Kocher got the Golden Glove. Eunice Kocher got the Golden Glove in the Premier League there, and I won Manager of the Year, which apparently I got a Steam achievement for. It was my 5th Manager of the Year award. Lee now driving into the box, puts in a cross. Bruchel makes it 2. It is 2-0 after 14 minutes, and Alexander Bruchel is having an absolute field day at the moment. Absolute field day. Adrian cutting in, find Alberts. Lee pushing down here, gets in a tasty little cross, and Bruchel there. Oh, look at that. French kiss, 2-0 already. Dortmund are absolutely reeling. Oldham have just put in 2 massive punches here and have got Dortmund right on the back foot. Are we in for an absolute cracking Champions League final as Eunice Kocher makes a fantastic, brave save there, and Dortmund with the corner now. Alde whips that in. Luca now on the ball, finds that guy, Riquelme. Not that Riquelme. Nickel? Riquelme, Glove. Is it Glove? Or am I just saying it weird? No, it's not Glove. Luca Glive, and he has gone off injured. It is another Dortmund corner. Balde, former Barcelona, if that is the right Balde. I don't know if it is. We'll find out in a minute. We'll click on him, which will inevitably mean he will score a goal for Dortmund. Riquelme, Som. Dortmund just trying to build up out from the back here, all the way back to Caprilli, and they push forward again, stringing some nice passes together, but Lee gets his head to the ball, and it goes back to the goalkeeper, Eunice. You always got to give that a clap when a player heads the ball back to the goalkeeper. Rashad now. Signoni. I thought he held that ball for a bit too long then. Bruce Ball pushing out wide, finds Albert. Can he get the cross in? He can. It is Adrian. It is 3-0. It is Champions League, 3rd in a row. This Oldham team is absolutely incredible. What a team. What an absolute team is that. Where's Balde? Where has Balde gone? Sana Balde. He's a completely different player than the one I was thinking of. But it is 3-0, and Dortmund have absolutely capitulated here. This is not the Champions League final that people were probably hoping for. They were probably hoping for a bit more of a closer affair. I mean, there is still a lot of time left in the game. There's a good hour. So Dortmund, they do have the quality and they can get back into it. I mean, another goal here before halftime from Oldham would be, that would probably be it, done and dusted. And there it is. Alexander Bruchel has got a 30-minute hat-trick in a Champions League final. Wow. Just wow. I am absolutely shocked at how we're playing. Bruchel is just on fire. Oh my God, Caprilli is having an absolute man. I just noticed the XG. Our XG is only about 1.3. Might have updated after that goal, but I mean, it's almost like every single shot we've had is going in the back of the net. But oh my God, we're just absolutely routing Dortmund here. They've got nothing, absolutely nothing. This Oldham team could be one of the best teams I think I've ever put together in Football Manager. It is absolutely incredible. I mean, to win 3 Champions Leagues in a row is pretty special in itself. The fact that we struggled to get the Premier League, I think maybe the coming of Eunice this year has really helped, and Lee at left back, those couple of signings, and McEwen as well towards the end of the season on loan. They have really made a massive difference to this team. I will be, before I go, one thing I will be doing is I will be trying to put in a bid for McEwen to sign him. Alexander Bruchball has just scored. You know what? I'm just going to check right now. Most goals in a Champions League final. Just let the game run while I look up this, because I mean, which players has won? Okay, that's winning the most Champions League. I mean, which player has made the most appearances? Got the most goals in the Champions League finals. Ronaldo, 4, is that? Ronaldo scored 4. Twice he did it. But you're not in Real Madrid according to that. Don't remember ever that happening, but you know what? I'm double check that. Maybe someone just double check and let me know down in the comments. But I mean, Alexander Bruchball has scored 4 in the first half, which is just absolutely flipping ridiculous. It is halftime. Look at that. RXG 1.61. And we put 4 in the back of the net. Dortmund haven't even had a shot on target. I mean, it is done. It is. I think this game's done. Do we play it on extended highlights, or do we just take it off? Simon Son gets one back for Dortmund. Are we going to have a second half for Dortmund like Oldham had? I mean, I hope not, because I'd like to just win this comfortably. But I guess as a viewer, it would be a fantastic, 5-4, 6-5 win, or we go to penalties and extra time. That would be ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Musa now. Alberts. And Ian Alberts makes it 6. Ian Alberts has just made it 6. Dortmund, they got one back. They thought they had a little bit of a lifeline, and then Alberts has gone, nah, we're done. We are done. You know, I am going to drop this back to key highlights because, it's just not really that exciting anymore. I'm sorry. I honestly thought as a Champions League final, I mean, this is fantastic, I feel. Like, this is amazing. I couldn't have wanted a better Champions League final. The FA Cup final, I was an absolute ball of nerves and an absolute nervous wreck after that thing. This one here, unless, of course, Dortmund score like 3 or 4 really quick goals, I'm quite comfortable in saying that we are going to lift the Champions League final. I am going to check now what is the biggest scoreline in the Champions League final because, biggest Champions League score. I should. We've just scored another one, haven't we? Oh my God, McEwen. That's 7-1. 7-1. This is ridiculous. Right. Scratch all what I was saying before. Is Dortmund here at another one? This is a bloody Almeida there. This is a game for the ages. I'm just having a look. The biggest win in Champions League final is Real Madrid in 1960 beat Eintracht Frankfurt 7-3. I mean, we score one more goal. We keep it like this, and that's the biggest win score. I should make some subs because we've got time here. Let's make some subs. Let's forget that there for the moment. Oh, actually, no, we'll just... So, yeah, they beat them 7-3, and Puskás scored 4 goals, and Stefano got a hat-trick, so 4 is the most. So if Bruchball can get one more, he will have the most goals in a Champions League final, and 7-3, so we're winning by the biggest margin at the moment. Anyway, back to the game. Signoni is going to come off for... I'll take him off for Krisic. Give Krisic a little bit of game time. We'll have to bring on Benny Couto towards the end of the match. Definitely, I would take off Bruchball, but I don't really want to, so we are going to take off Ian Alberts. He wasn't quite fit. We'll give youth player Beresford some game time. David Hassett can come on from McEwen as well. Other than that, we'll just leave it because we want to bring on Benny Couto, and that is probably it. That's the only other real substitution I'd like to make, but we'll get the game going. So yes, 7-3 is the biggest Champions League final, and the most goals is for by Puskás, and a hat trick for Di Stefano in that same game. But if Alexander Bruchball could get 5, that would be a new world record, a new Champions League record. He is going to go up the top as Dortmund make it 7-3. It's that same bloody scoreline. 10-goal Champions League final thriller. That is crazy. Right, we're running out of time here. I don't know if Bruchball is going to get this final goal, but we will have a look, and we're going to put on Benny Couto for Lee J sub for these final few minutes. Lafiti is a bit tired. Bruchball, are we going to take Bruchball off? No, we're not going to take Bruchball off. That would be ridiculous. Cheju is going to come on for Lafiti in that final substitution there. Point the finger. I said them to go and make a difference. We're going to equal that 1960 Champions League final at this rate with a 7-3 victory, which is the same amount of goals, the same margin, and Bruchball getting... Did I take Bruchball off? I didn't take Bruchball off in the end, so he's still on there. So much for that idea. Bruchball could get a chance of getting 5. Guerrero clears that off the line to keep that 4-goal margin, and the minutes dwindle down, and it does look like it is going to... No, we've got one last highlight, one last twist here. It's not really a twist. It's not like Dortmund could come back, but either Dortmund can ruin our chance of equaling Madrid, or David Hassick. Or David Hassick could have made it 8-3. He doesn't, but 30-odd seconds left, or less than 30 seconds left on the clock. Caprilli now. It's done. Dortmund know they're done. I mean, they were done at halftime. They were done like an absolute dinner. Riquelme there, I don't know if he was just wanting the ball to be out and the game to be over. And I mean, Dortmund scored 3 goals. Any other time, 3 in a Champions League final is probably going to win you the game. But there it is. We've done it. 3rd Champions League in a row, and the treble is ours. On our special podium there, Musa getting the trophy. Still in me polo, never changing. There it is, clapping the boys. They lift the trophy. Sani Musa has lifted the Champions League trophy as a captain on 3 occasions consecutively. This Oldham team is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Alexander Bruchball on fire. 4 bloody goals. That is incredible. I'm really, really excited to see what happens with this team 5 years in the future. There it is. Alexander Bruchball, man of the match with 4 flipping goals. 4 goals. That is incredible. Benny Couto will leave as a Oldham legend, winning 3 Champions Leagues as well. Congratulations, boys. Congrats. Well done. Here are all the news articles. We lift the Champions League 7-3. We celebrate a famous treble, the big one, the Champions League, the Premier League, and the FA Cup. 3 Champions Leagues in a row. We get 17 million. Medals get paid out. Brian Profit gets a winner's medal. Kani Chukwuemeka does as well. That's good. Boubacar Sissé does. Upamecano get one. He does. He doesn't play in the final, which is a shame. Ida hails a true Oldham legend. Hopefully that's me. Surely I am like a legend now at this club. Surely I have to be. Someone honours key players, all players, football culture, supporters, where it is. Here we are. Oh, I'm a legend. Thank bloody God. Why didn't you name a stadium after me? Who else is in here? Adam Ida is an icon. Alexander Bruchball. Seven Sorensen. Favourite personnel. All right, fine. The board are happy with winning the Champions League, as they would be, or whatever, player fitness. Bruchball, I mean, 4 goals in the Champions League final is absolutely incredible. We get some more money. We get collective bonuses. Runs up at Dortmund. They're the biggest overachievers. We absolutely spanked them. Scanning update, fantastic. And there it is. It is all done and dusted. Look at that. The treble. The Premier League, the Champions League, I don't know why that hasn't updated, and the FA Cup. Finances, 41 million. I don't think that's enough to activate Corey McEwen's 91 million. I don't know if we can make that happen. I'm going to try and make that happen before, you know what, let's just make an offer. Let's just try and extend his loan offer. They don't want him to go. I don't want him to go. Suggest the terms now. All right, that's not going to happen. We're going to leave that. Don't have 91 million. There it is. It is done and dusted. Oldham is over. We've done an absolutely incredible job. If we have a look here at where can we have a look at, I don't know where I'm going with this. History. This is where I took over. No, that's not where I took over. This is where I took over here. We finished second in the playoffs. We had one season in League Two before we won it. We went straight up to the championship and then straight up with 3 promotions in a row to get into the Premier League. And that, remember that first season? Oh, that was a doozy, that one there. But then we've just really progressed nicely since then. We've won 2 Premier Leagues, 1 Europa League, 3 Champions League, obviously, the Super Cup, 2 FA Cups, 1 Sky Bet Championship. We won a League One and 2 Community Shields. Yeah, 2 Community Shields we won as well. So, and a Sky Bet League too. So I have absolutely racked up the trophies here as well. Here is our best 11. Magnus Norman, 6 appearances shy of 300. Sani Musa at right back, fair enough. Mitchell Roberts, Mitchell Roberts gets into the centre of defence. They're out at Charlton at the moment. Gilberto Jimenez, he of the 9 goals, was it 8 goals in our first season where we won the league there as well. He was fantastic. Benny Couto, 330 appearances for the left back, 14 goals. What an absolute legend he has been for the club. Will probably leave at the end of the season. I doubt the AI will keep him on. Signoni in the midfield with David Hassick, surprisingly, and George Dowling. 186 appearance, George Dowling. Look at him, retired at 29. It's so funny when you have all these like Musa and Signoni, and then you get like George Dowling. Then we have Rene Galvez and Adam Eder on those two wings. Adam Eder, if you remember, that first season in the Premier League, picked him from a free, 19 goals, saved us from relegation. And then that second season, just the 3 in the league, but the 15 in the Europa League, which won us the Europa League, was amazing. Bruce up front. Look at that scoring record. Lucas Bergstrom makes the bench with Justin Janusek. Still at Besiktas, our first captain. He was really good, solid operator. Lands as well on the bench. Callum Jones, former captain as well. He has now retired and is an assistant manager after a decent career with us in the lower leagues. Carney Chukwuemeka, released from Chelsea, picked up on a free, and look at that cup run here. 3 starts, 2 off the bench, the 3 goals. He wins us the FA Cup in that season. Lafiti makes the bench, and Jose Carlos. What an absolute fantastic overall best 11 all those years. How many years? We did 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can't count. But there it is. There is Oldham Athletic, the end of an era. We have excellent club facilities. We are like a 5-star reputation club. I am an absolutely outstanding manager, as you can see here. Look at these stats here. Absolutely brilliant. Let's go and have a look at my history quickly. I made 18 million. Didn't do any days on holiday. 155 players, 607 million spent. I sold 115 for... You know what? That's not bad. That is not bad selling and buying wise. Released 43 players, 691 games in charge of Oldham. I only lost 145. Scored over 1,300 goals. Win percentage of 60%, 9 cups, 4 leagues, 4 promotions. Absolutely incredible stuff. Job history. Look at this. Bloody hell, look at those awards. I picked up a lot of awards here. Manager of the Year 5 times. Manager of the Month 5 times, and getting Manager of the Year as well. Competition wins. There's that treble. We did a double and a double. I mean, the only seasons I didn't win anything was that third year in the Premier League, Championship, League Two, and then obviously that first season in the Vanarama. We've got my dynamic manager timeline here, which, you know, it's... I feel you could set this thing out a bit better. Yeah, maybe you could set that thing out a bit better. There's my biography. I'm absolutely fantastic, you know, as a manager. Just can't do any goalkeeper training, apparently. Anyway, that's the end of it. We're going to go and do 5 years in the future now and see what state this club is in after I have left. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the series. I have had an absolute ball doing this one, and I just want to thank everyone that has watched these videos, liked these videos, subscribed to the channel during this time. It has been absolutely incredible for a tiny little channel like mine. Thank you for that, and yeah, 5 years in the future, and then a small little series to wrap up FM23. I guess there's only one thing left to do. Retire. Do you wish to resign as Oldham Athletic and retire from football with immediate effect? Goodbye, Oldham.